Millions of years ago, Earth was home to some of the largest creatures ever to walk the planet, the Titanosaurs. These massive sauropods could reach lengths of over 35 meters and weigh more than 70 tons. Despite their immense size, Titanosaurs were built efficiently, with pillar-like legs to support their weight and air-filled bones to lighten their skeletons. Titanosaurs were not solitary giants. Fossil evidence suggests they traveled in herds for protection and social interaction. Juvenile titanosaurs were vulnerable to predators, but adults were largely untouchable due to sheer size and, in some species, armored skin. Species like Patagotitan were among the largest of the titanosaurs, estimated to weigh up to 70 tons and stretch over 37 meters in length. Titanosaurs had long necks, allowing them to reach the highest treetops and feed on vegetation other dinosaurs could not access. Some titanosaurs, like Saltosaurus, evolved protective armor along their backs, giving them extra defense against predators. Their tails were not just for balance. They could be used as whips to defend against attacking predators. Titanosaurs roamed across multiple continents, with fossils discovered in South America, Africa, and Asia. Some species were solitary, while others formed massive herds, migrating across plains in search of food. The size of these giants meant they had few natural predators as adults, though young titanosaurs were often targeted by carnivorous dinosaurs. Titanosaurs lived during the late Cretaceous, approximately 100 to 66 million years ago, thriving until the mass extinction event. Their sheer scale reshaped ecosystems, allowing them to consume vast quantities of plant matter and impact forest structure. Some titanosaurs had remarkably long necks, like Argentinosaurus, which allowed them to access high vegetation efficiently. Their enormous hearts, estimated to weigh over 100 kilograms, pumped blood up to the highest points of their necks. Titanosaurs reproduced by laying eggs in nesting grounds, sometimes in colonies, protecting the next generation. Juvenile titanosaurs grew rapidly, adding several meters in just a few years, reducing vulnerability to predators as they matured. The Cretaceous period was home to a variety of titanosaur species, each adapted to their local environments. Titanosaurs contributed to the spread of plant species by consuming and dispersing seeds across their ranges. Titanosaurs had long, whip-like tails that could reach over 10 meters in some species, used for balance and defense. Some smaller titanosaurs, like Saltosaurus, developed bony armor along their backs, protecting them from predators. Fossils show that titanosaurs had broad, column-like feet, ideal for supporting enormous weight over soft ground. Titanosaurs coexisted with other giant herbivores and predators, forming complex ecosystems across continents. The largest titanosaurs, like Patagotitan, were among the heaviest land animals ever to exist, rivaling the mass of multiple buses. Titanosaurs were primarily herbivores, feeding on conifers, cycads, and ferns that dominated the Cretaceous forests. Some species had relatively short necks compared to Argentinosaurus, but still allowed efficient feeding across large areas. Fossilized trackways suggest titanosaurs traveled in herds of dozens to hundreds, moving together for protection. Titanosaurs laid eggs in shallow nests, often returning to the same nesting grounds year after year. The embryos inside fossilized eggs show they hatched fully formed, ready to start feeding almost immediately. Titanosaurs had relatively small heads compared to their bodies, but massive neck muscles allowed them to feed efficiently. Their long necks also allowed them to reach multiple feeding levels without moving their enormous bodies much. Predators primarily targeted young or sick individuals, but even the most aggressive carnivores avoided fully grown adults. Titanosaurs could live for decades, with some species estimated to survive over 70 years. Titanosaurs played a vital role in shaping their environment, spreading seeds and trampling forests, allowing new plants to grow. Fossils show that Titanosaurs' bones were filled with air cavities, similar to modern birds, reducing weight while maintaining strength. Titanosaurs' immense size made them some of the most iconic symbols of prehistoric Earth, capturing the imagination of scientists and paleontologists alike. The discovery of Patagonitan fossils in Argentina revealed that these creatures could reach lengths of 37 meters and heights of 20 meters. Other titanosaurs, like Alamosaurus in North America, adapted to different climates and ecosystems. Some species had flexible tails, while others had stiff, whip-like tails used to defend themselves or signal herd movements. Titanosaurs had to consume hundreds of kilograms of vegetation every day to sustain their massive bodies. Their enormous footprints, found in fossilized trackways, reveal the sheer scale of these giants' movements. Some species had wide, armored bodies to deter predators, while others relied purely on size and strength. Titanosaurs' fossils have been found on multiple continents, showing that these giants were globally distributed. Titanosaurs thrived until the mass extinction event 66 million years ago, when a meteor impact and climate changes wiped out most large species. Fossilized bones show evidence of injuries and healing, suggesting that titanosaurs survived accidents and predator attacks throughout their lives. Titanosaurs' enormous hearts and lungs allowed them to pump oxygen efficiently to their massive bodies, a feat of evolutionary engineering. The discovery of fossilized nesting grounds gives us a glimpse into their reproductive behavior and parental care. Some titanosaurs likely migrated seasonally, following food sources across vast distances. The reign of the titanosaurs stands as a testament to the incredible scale, adaptation, and diversity of prehistoric life. Though extinct, their legacy inspires scientists and enthusiasts around the world.